Hey y'all, back with another video. Happy Saturday. This video is about peaches, teefus, wackinmcintrye. I just got to scrolling. Someone told me to go to her page. And she posted some video, some real quick short of her daughter. But so I decided to come to the wall of shame, her community post. And so first one, she like trying to dig at people about their kids being there to go to some college because they don't require a lot. So if you're having trouble with your kids academically, something about, okay, cool. Well, I scrolled down to the next one 10 hours ago. She made this long ass, I don't know what this, a term paper or some shit. It is long. And I'm going to try to read it because I don't feel good. I'm feeling better because the medicine I got, this is what I'm taking. And I tell you, it's working. It's for severe congestion. Costs like $8 and some change at Walmart. So I'm taking that. So I'm going to try to read this. It says, somebody going to leave a comment on the picture of my daughter bedrooms saying, I pray she gets to keep this room for longer than 6 months. I'm so happy that I already know that's how a lot of people are. Always bringing up your failures when you are doing better to make themselves feel better about being losers. Does that sound familiar? I'm going to say that part again. I'm so happy that I already know that's how people are. So she's saying she's glad, she's not surprised to see this comment because she already know that's how people are. Always bringing up your failures when you are doing better to make themselves feel better about being losers. That sounds familiar to me because that's exactly what you do, especially concerning your mother and other people. You do. So let's continue. She said, they never bring up how prior to me having evictions filed twice within 6 months of each other, that I paid regular rent consistently without getting evicted all by myself for 4 years. As you should. As you should. That's your job. You didn't do shit special. You did exactly what you're supposed to do for a woman who wants to spit out fucking kids every 8 days. You did exactly what you're supposed to do. So you get no fucking kudos. You brought them in the world. You got to take care of them. Fuck is wrong with her? Then she say, they never bring up how I paid for my kids' nanny service and child care services all by myself for years. Well, who the fuck else was supposed to pay for it? Who? That was your choice to do that. You could have stayed your ass home and watched your own kids. They never bring up how I have 9 kids and been off of food stamps for nearly 5 years. You should have never been on them in the first fucking place. If that's the case, you get no kudos with that. You know you've been spitting and shitting kids out and breathing kids and thinking about them, and then they appear out of nowhere. So what you thought you were supposed to do? You thought you could rely on food stamps and everything else just because they are available to people? You think you get a fucking trophy because you wasn't on them for 5 years. After 5 years, you ain't been on them. And then she say, they never bring up how I lost everything multiple times and got it back every time. And you should have never fucking lost it nan time. And you lost it due to your own fucking negligence and stupidity. You are not a phenomenal genius. You're a fucking idiot. How you doing? Okay? They keep doing the same thing over and over. It's pretty much insanity. And so you're admitting to that right now. And again, you don't give nobody else grace when they make mistakes. Talk about your mom like a dog. Then you say, they never bring up how both of my evictions were closed and aren't on my credit or rental history. Well, I hope they motherfucking do. Well, that don't mean shit if you're going to keep on doing the same thing. What does that mean? What's your point? Then she said, just kicks while you're up and kicks while you're down. She got these little distressed out looking faces next to it. That's why I'm happy. Now you're going to repeat the shit you already said. That's why I'm happy. I already know that's how a lot of people are. Always bringing up your failures when you are doing better to make themselves feel better about being a loser. You love to believe that that is true. You would really love to believe that whoever left that is the loser and they life sucked. So they want to point out your failures to make themselves feel. You would really love to believe that. How about it somebody that's just pointing out to somebody who's nasty to everybody all day, every day. Down people, kids and all, and telling them the truth. How about that? And maybe if you was a better person, a real nice, decent human being, halfway decent human being, people will have some grace for you. You ever thought about that? But we don't give a fuck. We're going to point out everything you do. Everything. Then she say, stuck on my evictions just like they stuck in life. Now you're projecting. That's pretty much what you just did them to. Meanwhile, I've grown through those situations. Wow. You really are upset. You really do care what people think. You try to act like you hard and you don't care and you phenomenal. You just a regular ass person who try to put on the front. And it's got to be a hard job to keep doing this for all these years. And plus be the main provider of getting all that money. And hoping, praying that nothing ever changes. You know, even though you know in your heart or mind that it is going to change. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same forever. And all you got to do is for something dramatic or drastic or traumatizing to happen in your adult life with your family, that it can really go bad. God forbid something happened to any of your children. God forbid something happened to your husband. Because that could be that could be really something that would really reverse everything. How you sit here and act like that you are just better than everybody. You do no wrong. But we know the truth. We know we the people who got a brain, who got sense. We know who you are and what you're doing. Like you made this whole long ass thing. Let me read some of these comments. Let's see what the people think. Keep being phenomenal and continue to move on prospering. You have 10,000s of people praying for you, Peach. You will make it. But the problem with that, Miss Lady, is she ain't praying for y'all. She don't give a shit about y'all. But you can go ahead and keep doing that just because somebody don't like you and they wish ill will on you and they disrespect you. I guess according to the word, turn the other cheek and still love on them. Go ahead. I'm not doing the shit. I hope you give your mom the same grace. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I hope you give your mom the same grace you expected others to give you. Say that. Girl, you're a content creator and you're not very uplifting. I do love you, but you really need to clean your heart up. When you do that, then you will. Thank y'all. I ain't even got to read no more. I'm sure some that's supporting her regardless, and the people thank you. I read enough to know that somebody in the comments keeping it real with her, and that's what y'all need to start doing. You can love on her. You can love her. You can give her grace, but tell her ass the truth. You expecting us to be something you're not. You're expecting us to treat you in the way you're not treating us and others. It's not going to happen. And it's sad. I wouldn't want your life for shit in the world. That you have to do all of this. And you are relying on this. That's worse than relying on the system. Well, you'd be better off relying on food stamps, Section 8, and all that type of stuff. Heat programs to help you pay with your gas, your rent. You be better off than relying on social media. Because any day, honey, let these goddamn lights and shit go out. Let there be an outage for real. Won't nobody be able to hook up to shit to post no content. Then how they gonna pay? Even your last check that's supposed to be on the way. If they ain't got no lights in the area, and there's a lot of places all over the world, they ain't got no lights. They can't upload nothing to send nobody a payment at all. I don't care if your check supposed to be $80,000, $30,000. And let's say they did send it, then the next day it went out. You couldn't go pick it up because everything out. You're not thinking. Stack up and shut the fuck up. Leave people alone, then they'll leave you alone.